Hi, I'm Jan Fosse, and it's time to go Rockford at Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum and Gardens. Let's go! We're here today at Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum and Gardens, a National Historic Landmark here in Rockford, Illinois. On 5 acres, you can tour the grounds, go through the beautiful Victorian home, walk the suspension bridge to the Rose Garden, and stop by the Visitor Center and gift shop. You know, when you come to Tinker, you want to be sure to look around in every little nook and cranny and corner in the rooms that you go into, because there are paintings and pieces of woodwork and details and artifacts that are so fascinating you don't want to miss anything. This is Steve, the Director of Visitor Services here at Tinker. He's going to give me a tour of the cottage and a little history lesson on the Tinker family and life in Victorian America.
This is the Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum and Gardens, and it was founded by Robert H. Tinker in 1865. He was originally born in the Hawaiian Islands, and he later moved to Rockford in 1856. And Robert Tinker was also the one-time mayor of Rockford in 1875, and he also helped to found the Rockford Park District. There are 4 different layers of Rockford history here at Tinker as well. We have the Native American burial mound outside. We also are home to the pioneer site of Rockford, which is where Dramaticus Kent, Thatcher Blake, and Lewis Lemon founded Rockford. We are in one of the sites, the Victorian House Museum. And then also we have next door the Nelson Knitting Factory, and they're famous for the sock monkey.
Wear comfortable shoes. You'll be on your feet for the majority of the tour, including traveling across the suspension bridge, weather permitting, of course.
And this is the upper level of Mr. Tinker's library. And as you can see, he had numerous objects in here that he collected. And out here we can see our recreated bridge that Mr. Tinker built in 1870 because his wife had a house across the creek. And so they built a bridge so that way they have a shortcut across.
Ask about special events that are held throughout the year, including Mallet Mayhem, an old-fashioned croquet tournament held at the museum each fall. This house is an example of Swiss architecture that Robert Tinker was inspired to create when he took a trip to Europe in 1862. The barn and carriage house that stand today are reproductions of structures that were originally on the property. Tinker Swiss Cottage has free parking and it's easy to find. Just follow the directional signage off Illinois Route 2. Thanks to Steve at Tinker for taking me on a great tour today, and plan on making Tinker a part of your next visit to Rockford. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the GoRockford Vodcast. Rockford is conveniently located just 60 minutes west of Chicago's O'Hare International Airport and a world away from the traffic and hassles of the big city. To discover more about the real original Rockford region, visit GoRockford.com or text GoRock to 30364 to receive updates on your cell phone.